Okay, in today's video, we're looking at trigonometry. We'll be focusing on non-right angle triangle. To solve your questions in non-right angle triangle, we can either use the cosine rule or the sine rule. In today's video, we'll focus on cosine rule. There are two things we'll do under cosine rule. First of all, we'll find the length of a side. Conditions. These are the things that we need in order to find the length of a side. Firstly, the triangle must be a non-right angle triangle. Even though we can use the cosine rule with right angle triangle, it is more applicable to non-right angle triangle. Secondly, two sides must be given and the angle between the two sides. Good. This is what it means. So let's say if we are given angle A, right? So the two sides must be given, so we must be given this side and this side. So here the angle will be between the two sides. Or let's say if we are given angle B, we must be given these two sides, so the angle will come between the two sides. Good. And we should understand also a non-right angle triangle is a triangle where no angle is exactly 90 degrees. The angle can be greater than 90 degrees or less than 90 degrees. Okay, let me show you the general formulas that we'll use in order to find the length of a side. So with non-right angle triangle, what we do, we label the opposite side in common letters. So opposite A, we label in common A. Opposite C, common C. Opposite B, we label in common B. Okay, here's the formula. I write the first one. So let's say if we want to find the length of BC. So we'll use A square equals to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. Okay, the only letter that should be capital in the formula is the angle. We always write the angle in capital letter. The length of the sides we write in lowercase or common letter. Good. The next one, let's say if we want to find the length of AC. AC is also known as B. So we write B square equals to, okay, since we want to find for AC, which is B, the other two letters are A and C. So write A square plus C square. If you like, you can write C square plus A square. Doesn't matter which one you write first, but it's good to write the letter that comes first in the alphabet. A comes before C, so if you write it like this, it's better. But let's say if you write C plus A, wouldn't change the answer. Minus 2. Okay, whatever you have here should come here. So for this one, we have BC, we have BC here. So minus 2 AC cos whatever is there should come there. Okay, the next one, C square equals to, the other two letters is A square plus B square minus 2AB cos C. Alright, let us look at another triangle where we have different letters. Again, the opposite side we label in common letters, so this will be, sorry, this should be D, because here is D, opposite should get D there. Here we should have E, here should have F. Alright, let us write the formulas. So let's say if we want to find for EF, we'll use the D formula. So D square will equals to, the other two sides is E and F, E square plus F square minus 2EF cos D. Good. Let's say if you want to find for DE, we'll use the F formula. Well, let us write the E formula first. Good. So E square will equals to, the other two letters is D and F, D square plus F square minus 2. 2 is a constant in the formula. I thought it's always there. So 2DF cos E. Next one, F square equals to, if we take off F, we have D and E. So D square plus E square minus 2DE cos F. Good. Let us look at another problem, another triangle. What we are doing here is just to write the formula, and then we'll use the formula to find the length of a side. So let's say we have a triangle here with RST. The opposite side here will be R, here will be S, here will be T. Good. So R square will equals to S square plus T square minus 2ST cos capital R. Okay, let us write for S now. s squared will equals to, so since we'll take out the s, we have r and t remain, r squared plus t squared minus 2rt cos s. The final one, t squared will equals to, so we take off t, we have r and s, r squared plus s squared minus 2rs cos t. Good, so these are the formulas that we'll use to solve questions. Alright, calculate the length of the third side of the following triangles. Let me go over to the condition. So we'd say that the triangle must be a non-right angle triangle. Two sides must be given. So for this formula to work, we should know two sides and the angle between the two sides. So here we know two sides and the angle is in between the two sides. Here the angle is between the two sides. Here the angle is between the two sides. So let's say if we know the angle on this side and probably this 24 is there, we can't use cosine rule. Right? Good. So the first thing I'll do, I'll label the opposite side in common letter. Here will be common A. B will equals to 15. C will equals to 12. So we want to find for the third side. So the third side, which is unknown, here is BC. So we'll use the A formula. So I write a squared equals to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos A. Good. That's the hardest thing to do, to remember the formula. And all we need to do now is to substitute the values into the formula and use our calculator and work through. So here b in this case will be 15 squared plus c, which is 12 squared, minus 2 times b, which is 15, times c, which is 12, times, okay, in algebra we understand that this is multiplication that is understood between there, so times it by cos A, which is the angle cos 60. Good. So we can use our calculator. 15 square means 15 times 15. It will give us 225 plus 12 12s, 144. Minus, we have a minus sign, minus. So now let us multiply 2 times 15 times 12 times cos 60. Let me use my calculator. Good, so we have 2 times 50. My calculator is not looking too nice. 2 times 15 times 12 times cos 60. Cos 60. And we should always ensure that our calculator is in degree mode. Good, so the answer is 180 exactly. Good, so I'll put 180 here. Again, we use our calculator, we add these two numbers and we subtract it from 180. That will give us 189. Good, so a squared is equals to all of this. Since we want to find for a, what we'll do, we take process square, we'll square root 189. Let us write our answer to one decimal place. So if we square root 189, let's see what we'll have. Square root 189, that will give us 13.7. Always remember, when we want to round off to one decimal place, we need to look at the second number. Alright, if that number is less than 5, we don't need to add anything there. If it's greater than 5, we need to add 1. So answer will be 13.7. 13.7 cm. Correct? To 1 dp. We need to state as to what degree of accuracy we have for answer. So it's correct to 1 dp. We can write BC equals to 13.7 because BC and A, both of them same thing. Good. So the next question. Here what we'll do, we label the opposite side in common letters. So here will be B, A, C. In this case, we'll use the B formula to find the length of AC. So B squared will equals to A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cos B. Okay. So A in this case is 9, so that will be 9 squared plus 8 square minus 2 times 9 times 8 times cos 52. 9 square will give us 81. 8 8 64. Subtract here. 2 times 9 times 8. We'll use our calculator there. Here we have a lot of decimal place. Using your calculator, you should have 88.655. The final answer, I'll write it to 1 decimal place. Good, so we'll have a lot of decimal places when we multiply, so I'll just write it to 3 there. And now what I'll do, I'll add this 2 and then subtract it from that. So if you add those 2 numbers and subtract it, we'll get 56.345. B square equals to all of that. Good, so now what we'll do, we'll take the square across, we'll square root 56.345. And again, the calculator will do the job for us. And when we square root, our answer will be 7.5 cm. Since we are dealing with cm, so we can say that AC equals to 7.5 cm, correct to 1 dp, correct to 1 decimal place. Alright, let us look at another problem. Label the opposite side in common letters, so Q will equals to that, R equals to that. We need to find for P, so P square will equals to Q square plus R square minus 2QR cos P. Good, so now let us substitute what is given. Good, so Q will be 18 square plus 24 square minus 2 times Q, which is 18, times R, which is 24, times cos 45. 18 square will give us 324 plus 576. 24 square will give us that. Subtract, now we multiply this 3. We'll show it to a calculator. 2 times, what is it? 18 times 24 times cos 45. That gives us 610 point. It's not showing too clear on the calculator. Okay, that is 610.91. $610.94. My calculator scratch up. 610.94. So it will be 610.940 if we like to write it to 3 decimal place. Good, so what we will do, we'll add this 2 and then subtract it from that. We'll get 289.06. Good, so P square equals to all of this. Now for us to find for P, we'll take the square across, we'll square root 289.06. Let us write the answer here. Let us square root this. Okay, sorry. So square root 289.06. That gives us 17.00. Let us write it to the nearest whole number. So we round it off, we have 17 cm. Correct? So the nearest whole number. Alright, so let us work on another problem. Okay, so opposite side we label in common letters. Okay, so since we want to find for DE, we'll use the F formula. So F square will equals to D square plus E square minus 2DE cos F. Alright, D in this case will be 12 plus 14 square minus 2 times 12 times 14. 2 times D times A, good, times it by cos F, so that will be cos 112. Okay, 12 square will give us 144 plus 196. Okay, we subtract. Okay, whenever your angle is 90 degrees, is greater than 90 degrees, when you multiply here, you'll get a negative answer. Please excuse the dog barking. Actually, I'm not editing the video, so whatever I video, that's how you'll see it. So you have 2 times 12 times 14 times cos 112. Okay, if you notice here, our answer is negative 125.868. Good, so we need to write that negative. And what I'll do, I'll put the negative in a bracket. So it will be negative 125.68. Sorry, 8. So this is 868. Right? Close our bracket. This 2 negative will multiply and give us a positive. So we'll have 144 plus 196 plus 125.868. And then we'll add all 3 numbers. Should have 465.868. Okay, f squared is equals to all of this. So f now we'll find the square root. And the square root of that will give us 21.6 meters. So f is equals to that, 21.6 meters, correct? To 2 dp. And if we like, we can write dE equals to 21.6 meters.